You're not going to believe what Oklahoma is considering doing to try to save money. I can't believe it. They're calling it pretrial release and bail reform, cash bail reform. Doing away with cash bonds, if that's all this bill was about, that would be a good thing. Because arresting somebody because they can't afford to pay their fines and putting them in jail doesn't help the situation. They're not going to be employed. They're not going to find money in jail to pay their fines. But that's not all this bill is about. This bill will treat breaking and entering like a traffic ticket. Somebody gets arrested for breaking into your house. They get arrested, they go to jail, and then they get released and given a summons. All they have to do is promise to come back for court. 57% of people released on OR bonds do not return for court. And why would they if they know they're just going to get arrested and released the next day? There's no consequences to not going to court. There's almost no consequences to breaking into your house. New Jersey passed this bill in January. I'll include in the links below a link to a series of news reports from NBC, not from one of these internet conspiracy pages. A series, not just one news piece, a series on the bail reform failure that New Jersey passed in January, and it's a catch and release. They get arrested, they get released, they go right back out. They're still in a dire situation that made them break into your house to try to get some money. Watch these news clips. They interviewed 3 different people whose houses were broken into by the same 2 people over and over again. They get arrested, they get released the next day, they go back to the same house and break into that same house again. Why? Because they know they're going to spend the night in jail, get a free shower, get a free meal, and get released the next day. There has to be some consequences for acting that way. And they're claiming that this is going to save the state money, doing away with bail bonds. I've got some news for you. The bail bond industry doesn't cost the state anything. It makes the state money. If somebody doesn't appear for court, first off, most of them appear for court because they know if I put up $5,000 or $10,000 and they don't go to court, I'm going to go looking for them, or I'm going to send Billy Bob and Guido out looking for them to get my $5,000 back. But under this program, if they don't show up for court, who's going to look for them? Nobody. The police don't have time to arrest the same people over and over again. And if somebody gets arrested in Tahlequah and they're hanging out in Muskogee, the Tahlequah police aren't going to go to Muskogee looking for them. That's not their jurisdiction. And the Muskogee police are not going to look for somebody who Tahlequah wants to check in and out on a catch and release program. Now, like I said, you won't believe what they're considering. And they're actually not considering it, I don't think. I don't think these state legislatures, Nancy Pelosi even said it one day accidentally, they don't have time to read 600 pages. They hear a synopsis from somebody. Right now, they're being told that this is about treating poor people fairly. And doing away with cash bonds, debtor's prison, which would be a good thing. And it sounds great. But they're not being told everything that this bill is going to do. Watch the news from New Jersey. In other words, what we need to do is we need to let our congressmen and our senators, right now this bill is about to go before the Senate, and we need to let our senators know that there's some other views on this bill, SB 252. I'll put that in the link below. Also, if you're not sure who your senator is, I'll put a link in the comments. You can click on that link, put in your address, and find out who your senator is. You click on you scroll down to the state senator. Click on his name. It'll give you his phone number and his email address. They need to hear our view on this bill, and not just the views of the people who are going to become millionaires, overnight millionaires, if this bill passes. They're going to claim, no, this is a non-profit organization. But the creators of this organization and the CEOs of this organization will become instant millionaires. It's like a state-sponsored bail bond industry with no risk. They're not putting money up. They're just saying, let them go. Let 85% of the people who get arrested, let them go. We'll make them promise to come back. If this doesn't make you mad, then in a couple of months, the news will make you mad. Go to the link below, watch the news from New Jersey, look at how bad they messed it up. Go to the link below, click on your senator, call them, email them, tell them this is not the way to save money. It's pretty frustrating. I don't know how we can fix it, but this is going to make it worse. I'm done with my rant. Thanks for watching.